Get the chirping of nature, some words of wisdom. Words of wisdom, Proverbs 10:15. The rich man's wealth is a strong city. The destruction of the poor is their poverty. So as we know, not only are the righteous to bless the city, but it says that the rich man's wealth is his strong city, being a blessing to your community. And when you bless your community, you actually provide opportunity. The destruction of the poor is their poverty. So poverty is, the destruction of the poor is their poverty. Poverty is, inhibiting the success of the poor. Proverbs 13:4. The soul of the sluggard desireth and hath nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. So sometimes how you're raised or trained can have effect on your outlook, but you don't want to be sluggardly. You want to be diligent, because the soul of the diligent should be made fat. So that means to be increased. So though poverty might try to destroy people, in diligence, maintaining diligence, which was, I think, mentioned before, that's just effective management of resources. Diligence would be property budgeting. Diligence would be keeping an eye on your finances. Diligence would be hating to be the borrower, rather being the lender. So Proverbs 14:4, it says, where no oxen are, the crib is clean, but much increases by the strength of the ox. And I laugh at that verse because we know we're not supposed to be unequally yoked. So it likens men unto oxen. So where it says the crib is clean, where there are no oxen, but much increases by the strength of the ox. So much increase is by the strength of relationships, the strength of, other people. Even though you have certain things, and that's the thing in relationships, you might see certain things. In relationships, you're supposed to complement one another. So you're not supposed to, because people think opposites attract, complements attract. You're not supposed to cancel out one another. But you're supposed to make allowances because, okay, though you might say, now you got to clean the crib, but now you don't have strength. Or not, now you don't have to clean the crib because there is no oxen there, but now you don't have strength. Or you can say, okay, I would rather have strength. And I'm not saying, see, this is all, parables, and a lot of parables in Proverbs. So it's teaching principles and lessons, not that we would automatically look at it, as literally, even though you can in some instances, but it's not an instruction to be dirty, put it like that, because that will go against diligence. It's just showing that, there's give and take. So Proverbs 16:32, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. So even though, and if, just as mentioned before, the rich man's wealth is a strong city. In fact, sometimes cities are named after individuals, but what it says is that it's better to have rule over yourself than to have rule over a city. Better to have rule over yourself. But that also speaks to what we know. What profit is a man to gain the whole world and to lose his soul? So it's better to have rule over yourself. Proverbs 17:1. Better is a dry morsel and quietness therewith than a house full of sacrifices with strife. So this is speaking of something different. It's good to have oxen. It's good to have companionship. It's good to have friends. But in getting your companions, it's better to have peace. It's better to have peace than to have strife. You're not getting companion. See, there's give and take. So you have strength. Now you have this other situation. But that's not the same as you got strength, but now you got strife. And that's what I was talking about with opposites attract. You don't want, oh, okay, they have strength, but they're canceling out what you are. They're canceling out your principles. They're canceling out your goals. They're canceling out your values. You know, it's better to it's better a dry morsel. So it's better to have, rather than have the luxury of dual income or marrying someone for financial gain. It's better to have a peaceful home. All right, those are the words of wisdom for today. Blessings. Join the club. Subscribe.